Player takeover round continuing. St Kilda 7 straight to 6-2 as we start the third from Marvel Stadium. And the commitment continues from Long and Ellis. Tigers are going to get the first look. Early plays through Cochin. Stack doesn't fly that time, and didn't that work out well?
Well, there's the influence of Stack because McKenzie just caravanned him.
Kick there only behind off the boot so far today, and that's headed in the same direction. So he didn't get the memo. Works in tandem with Edwards and then Lambert, and look at them just go forward. It's in dangerous hands. Stack, what a powerful kick all the way to the goal square. Oh, Castagna lost it to death. And out Prestia. And that's a good kick. Opens up the channel through the middle of Marvel Stadium. And Stack again with the freedom. Over to Bolton this time. Long to Martin. It's going to be tough for Carlisle. Oh, he played on straight away, Dusty. Oh, he's chipped the kick to Lynch. Oh, he can't miss that one. And the Tigers back in front.
And the forward 50, there's not too many worse positions to be on the ground than that when what Carlisle was in. But as you see, when they shift the ball side to side, they're just looking for little holes. And all of a sudden, the kick from Cochin wasn't exactly ideal, but he created a random ball. They get it out, they hit Stack on the lead, and they get into a one-on-one like this. And everyone's disjointed because Carlisle is usually on Lynch, and all of a sudden they get mismatches.
And the field that time, and Seb Ross, this you'd think is it beyond him? He pumps it up and gives it everything. Parker. Hanbury made the play. Edwards back, Withering run the other way. Sets up Prestia, and look at the kick. Oh, bootlaces of Martin. He runs into Patton. It took two to stop him. Graham pushed it forward. It's the Richmond way. Forward to goal. And Rioli has the honour and gives them their biggest lead of the day.
Does enough.
That's the thing about it. Everyone talks about that fend off or that don't argue. And his actual ability, if you get in tight, he can still release the ball to advantage. Because some players can get tackled and get rid of it, but they just cough it up.
Yep.
You don't want that. You want
just slightly off kilter as he kicked it, and Patton had to really go back hard. McKenzie, Bolton tracked it all the way. Now Castagna to Caddy. Driving kick, Martin again. It's going to go over the head. And the Tigers get it together.
Significant weight here, just the space that they are to create for each other from congestion, just by having that extra number or two. They're spreading really, really well, and Caddy with a great finish, and they're 14 points up in the blink of an eye.
Now the pass comes into the pocket. Well done. Until now, Parker puts away all the noise and puts it straight through the middle. And the Saints aren't going anywhere. Back.
You're entitled inside 50 mark to go back and put the blinkers on, but such a much easier shot at goal.
Let's watch where this lands.
Front row, second level.
Oh,
great take.
Mark.
Great take. That is huge.
Keep you in control, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, good muscle work from Marshall. Dunstan, not a big goal kicker, but this would be big. It'd be huge. Just misses. Was talking himself up. He was going to take a big mark. Far enough for a third time Billings involved in the passive play. Neat work from Gresham, but he's going to take a second time to dig it out. Hine took what was on offer as well. Bruce came hard. Oh, it almost bounced off the chest of Billings in the end. Bruce had to work just to get the ball to boot. Castagna, Bolton. Time to balance for Alice. And then Lynch, who ran hard, covered the territory.
Tom Lynch is one of the big gut runners for key forwards. Was able to get him behind Carlisle and just keep going.
Oh, he's overcurled the kick.
It's good fun. I was intimidated by Big Stewie Lowe, I think.
And he didn't fare much better. Steele off the pack.
They need to take their chances here, St Kilda.
Smooth looking kick. Good effort from Ross to get there. Lynch. Caddy. Tigers were lining up. Alice. One was disallowed in the third quarter. It's pretty harsh in the first place. Anyway, Marshall goes again for the biggest target there. Bruce. He's done really well. He was encircled by Tigers, and Parker's given it to Dylan Grimes. I'm not sure about that.
It hurts the team so much.
History's on his side. And so are the Saints fans, begging this one to go through. And Josh Bruce, who looks like he's finding his touch again.
Push there. Just there, Bruce just lets his direct opponent slide past him, gets to the back, and it's a great set of hands considering Grimes, one of the elite, chop-out defenders, comes across. He's done a great job. He's obviously manipulated.
Play on. Martin, cornered but finds a way out. Caddy's left boot this time. Oh, Lynch, great work before it arrived. No mistake. The Tigers back to a 2-goal margin.
Ball release to Caddy, and just at the right time. Protects the drop zone, gets rid of Carlisle, and you're right, he just turns his head looking for...
With a handball, Tigers ready to pounce and go. Bolton slips the tackle, Rioli doesn't take possession.
So smart.
We'll have a highlight, the Tigers. Castagna off the left. Tigers at their best.
It was a bad turnover by Savage and was punished in a big way here. That one there from Rioli, that tap over the top to keep it alive, and Castagna.
It's the unpredictability as a defence there. You're sitting there, you think you've done everything right and you're in a great spot, and then before you know it, a genius slap on by Rioli, and you're in trouble because they're small.
To the 50. Top of the square, almost for Marshall. Bruce crashed into his teammate Steele. Prestia. Oh, he's going to get a... No whistle either way. Hind can't do it again. She kind of felt that had to be trying to be aggressive in their approach. Ross. Carlisle. Long. Creative player. Puts doubt into the opposition. Asprey and Marshall. Didn't get enough of it. Through for a behind. Oh, and he can just grab it and kick a goal. It's going to be one of the easiest goals you have ever seen. The Saints just had to be better. That's
to come right forward and just run through.
It's the perfect storm there because you've got the wingman just there set up in pattern, and he's just waiting, and then all of a sudden Chol.
So the growth is going to be huge now for Richmond, you think, in the second half of the year with 7 games to come at the MCG.
Unless the Saints can find something here late. Billings. Oh!
And they've just started to miss now.
Cooley. It was a lame kick, and
Was
long. So far, it'll take his best, and that's what's deserted St Kilda in the second half.
Creating lots of chances.
It's back through the middle. Oh, Joel.
There we go.
He's got Lynch one-on-one in the goal square. And Sydney Stack, who's going to line up for his 4th. So Sydney Stack, what a start to his AFL career. 4 goals at Marvel Stadium. And that will see the Tigers just about home. Last year, here's the kick you're talking about.
It's just what I think separates him, in terms of through the middle of the ground. He's got penetration. He takes on a lot. Sometimes he does turn over, but...
Tigers are running on top of the ground late. McIntosh. Advantage paid and taken by Graham. Racks up another goal for Richmond. Going to enjoy it. A nice victory. Deep again for the high flyers. Rioli. McIntosh. Bolton. Here's Dusty.
Trying to get the continuity into the game.
And the trend of this last quarter continues, sadly, for the Saints. Another behind. Gresham. Bruce will be able to square the ledger at 10 goals, 10. And
She actually has been quite good, especially this last quarter. They probably just haven't capitalised in that first 10 minutes when they had all the play, but forward 50 pressure in particular it's such a big part of the game, and you can take great confidence that even with 1:48 to go, they're still putting that maximum effort in and trying to get the turnovers.
Rioli on the charge, out marked by Lynch. Isn't that a great sight for Richmond fans? Got the timing right that time. And same with the execution in front of goal. So he's going to end the day with a nice collection.
Plot yourself, but he's always moving, gets a little bit of split on him, and bang, you get an uncontested run at the 40 and take a strong contested mark. So that's one part of his game he doesn't get a lot of recognition for. He's got a really good work rate. For a bloke 200 centimetres, 100 kilo. At
Marvel Stadium. The goals are coming in a rush at the end. McIntosh wants to join in, and he's not quite able to. I did want to mention too that the Tiger in the US recently, and his family certainly in our thoughts today, and being recognised by the Tiger. And so are the W's. A win over the Fighting Saints is not going to be finished with a goal, but Richmond win Matty's match.